it felt to say like out loud. I guess I've been on some type of timeout or whatever because the number of times I done tried to like do a little reaction to this video on YouTube, they was not letting me. But I just wanted to state the point that people keep missing. Of course, she's gonna feel like some type of powerful way being able to say that behind her badge that makes her feel powerful because one, she's not gonna go head up face to face to somebody her size, her age, or whatever. Cause you know they only try to like bully because they saw. They just face it. They not going to face somebody in that at the same level as them. I'm pretty sure it's not one of her co-workers that she ever went up to was like, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. What the heck? What the heck? They only tough when it is a lot of them, or when they some type of security or cop to hide behind this little badge that make them feel like they got more power than the yeah, you know what I meant. More power than the average person, which is false because they still bleed. Ain't nothing different but them walking around with a badge. If we're gonna be realistic. But they let that get to their head somehow and like to think that. And like a lot of people did bring up because, you know, sometimes they wanna feel like they're closer to the whiteness and stuff. So that makes them behave that way to prove, okay, well, even though I admire everything these black people do and I try to cosplay them and try to do so many things like them, I'm gonna hate and try to impress these white people. And then maybe they'll accept me. No. I'm so happy a lot of them are coming out there self and letting this girl know she still won't be accepted in the white community. Because you're not Caucasian. They don't like you. And if we're going to be realistic as far as numbers, more than likely, I'm not going to try to be accepted by the white people, to be honest with you. I can be cordial with some of them, but I'd rather not be around too many of them. I'd rather not be around too many Mexicans either. I'm not going to keep saying Hispanics because I haven't had a problem with every Hispanic. But specifically, I've had problems with Mexicans. And I'm not saying all Mexicans either, but a lot of Mexicans. And no, none has came up to me and called me a because I wish a bitch would, but I'm just saying. It's other stuff that they have done. Like, try to prevent me from getting a job. Try to prevent me. Okay, I've been disabled for a while. Try to prevent me from getting help with, at the time I needed help with my utility. The same place that was helping all the fucking Mexicans in Santa Rosa. They wanted to deny giving me help because I'm not Mexican. And it was a job that I called down there too that denied giving me employment since I didn't speak Spanish in America. That's why I say to myself a lot though, because my attitude it gets up there sometimes, and I be trying not to be this way. But I will respond. Like I've stated before, I'm always going to believe in self-defense, regardless. Even not being able to walk, I bet I still could whoop a broad down. So I'm not tripping on that. I'm going to speak my mind. The thing is, they always going to be like, oh, but these black people always want to be saying wetback this, wetback. Name a black person that just gets up and like, oh, it just felt so good to say wetback. I couldn't wait to call them a wetback in public. Because guess what? I'm that person. If you approach me with your racial slurs, I'm going to do it to your face. I'm not going to sneak this and send it to a group. If you want to call me that, I'm going to call you a wetback in your face. Like, I had this Mexican, mixed Mexican and white boy call me a nigga. Because he got mad because he gonna hit. I ain't let the motherfucker hit. So, long story short, he get mad. He want to call me a nigga. Because he was taught that black girls was just all easy and was going to go for a little bit or whatever. And he said it didn't work, so he couldn't handle it. And he had to lash out, and that's what he did. So I called him a beaner, not a wetback. I called him a beaner, another racial slur that these white people put out for you guys that you want to try to blame us for. No, I'm going to react, though. But, yeah, I called him a beaner. He's like, oh, I'm not just Mexican. I'm also whatever white he said. I'm like, okay, white bean. Like, what do I look like? And he wild because clearly he ain't say it to my face. But either way, yeah, that's who I've been working on myself. Trying not to use violence for the answer to everything. Because that's another thing you guys want to say we all aggressive. It's due to response. You're going to get a reaction. You approach me with that type of energy, you're going to get it back. Simple as that, dude. I'm not even going to ask you, do I look like the type of person to be like, oh, no, it's fine. Because you probably think I do. But I'm going to let you know. Because y'all don't know me like that. I'm going to let you know I'm not. I greatly believe in self-defense. So if you approach me with it, you're getting that back. I'm not going to run away and call the police. No. I believe in self-defense. So if it's not what you want, don't try to start nothing over here. And then it's crazy because she went from being a cop to she gonna have to call the cops now. You see how that go? Like, you don't get good out of being evil to people that ain't did nothing to you. It don't work that way. And I seen a person say both. They said a white girl said the curly bangs, and then another person said a Mexican girl said the curly bangs. First of all, whoever said that, y'all dumb as hell, because the bang and edges is two different things. Like, it was already named edges. And then y'all wonder why people was getting mad about the hairstyles. It's not that you guys were wearing it. It's because you guys were trying to rename it. Like, if we make these badass burritos, because you know we like to add stuff to stuff sometimes. We make these badass burritos and decide to call it something other than a burrito. You guys gonna get mad. Or for white people. If we rename mayonnaise, y'all gonna be pissed off. Because y'all feel like y'all the ones who should be holding down mayonnaise. So, just think about that for a minute. That's what I want y'all to do. And, you know that little lip liner look, I mean, I'm not into makeup heavy. But I know a lot of people be saying that's supposed to be like the Latina look or whatever. If I'm not mistaken, I remember Aaliyah wearing that when I was younger. I don't remember seeing Mexican girls wear that when I was younger. Could have been the area that I was from or whatever. But y'all let me know, like, when's the first time y'all saw girls wearing that look? Because even, like, in person, I always saw black women wearing that look. In person, I did not see no other people wearing that look till like years and years later when they wanted to try to make it popular for the media. I need y'all to get it together. And Ashley's ugly mouth irritates me, because why does she have these bird lips with them big cricket teeth popping out? Girl, shut your mouth. And I'm done.